Hi Pisces, I missed you, but yeah, I had to be gone for a little bit and I'm back. Pisces, recovering. Are you recovering your sense of you? We are in Sagittarius season. It has to do with independence. It has to do with your personal power, your self-worth. As always, we Pisces have this tendency of giving, losing ourselves in others, in other situations. Doesn't have to be a special person. But also, we can be our own victim when it comes to being too naive or wanting to only see the good, the positive. And so here, what happens with the lower vibration of Pisces is that we go between extremes where we can be ecstatic and then really go down into the obscurity of truly self-worth. It could go as much as, why am I even living here? All this emotional muck. When we are too involved with our own ego, our emotions, lack of stability. And right now with lack of truth, really, the confusion between what is real, what is illusion, what is true. The mind can become overactive, like we saw Mars and Gemini, right? It's still there for a few months. Until January, things will be confusing. So this month of December, just be ready to weather the storm where things are just not as they seem, right? And it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be going forward with your project, but it just means that you need to tread carefully and perhaps slow down, put things into action, but really retreat, really let the head sink in the heart, because there's this tendency of overthinking that is huge right now. And the mind will always manipulate us. It's very dangerous when we are not used to a certain clarity that is deeper than the mind itself. We can get lost into identifying with the thinking, with the judgment, with, am I in the right relationship? Am I doing the right project? Am I on the right mission? What is my mission anyway? Especially when you're a spiritual person, how does that translate into a work, into money, into abundance? And so you might be finding yourself kind of like left out with the wolves. People watching you, not knowing who to trust, being literally in a circle, right? A spiral where you look at this direction and you're like, maybe, no, this other direction, no, can I trust? Not, like there's this whole labyrinth happening. And what is being triggered here is your dependency. And it's not just dependency to a particular relationship. It's also dependency to your external world, to other people, to other circumstances, to people you work with or don't work with. We have to stop. And really, when we say stop, is being able to truly be in the present and not let any emotions, any paranoia, any sense of being manipulated drive us crazy, okay? Because it can drive us crazy right now. And some of you are going through dark night of the soul. You have surrender here, dark night of the soul. Now, what does it mean to surrender when you're in the dark night of the soul? Dark night of the soul is just not seeing a way out, being in a situation where you don't see how and where you are. and who you are. And everything is questioned to a point where the chaos in your mind, in your emotions, is so huge that the panic arises. The addictions, the dependencies, the feeling very vulnerable arise. And that's because we are stuck with our own self, with our own ego, with our own vulnerability, with our need to protect ourselves, not protect ourselves, all of that stuff. And so the surrender means that you enter through compassion and gratitude, and that's coming through strongly in your reading today. You have offer up gratitude here, and compassion. Compassion came twice. Now, what is compassion? It is a space where you connect, you hold the connection with God, where there's nothing left but that. If you want to survive, you can feel like you are just, there's no way you can continue living in this way. You keep trying and you fall down. You keep trying and you fall down. But here, this is just asking us to go deeper, to truly trust, to truly get into the faith you have. Keep the faith here. Keep the faith. Because as you step into this compassion, Pisces, the compassion is opening your heart beyond yourself. That means that, okay, you feel insignificant in this moment. You feel unworthy of everything, love, people, work. There's nothing left. Okay, let's say that. And because there's nothing left, because you can't live with yourself, you offer up all of it to God, to the universe, to this higher force. And you say, okay, I don't know, show me the route, show me what I should be doing, creating, eating, where should I be going? And it's as simple as that, actually. Once you surrender this, I need to, but it's not possible. You have here patience that came, but then here you have, with time will come certitude, will come clarity. When you know for sure, okay, I'm good now. And this has to do with you taking your personal power back. And how do you do that? It's not that you feel powerful. Actually, you feel powerless right now, perhaps. And the only thing you can truly do or become is the infinite power that can elevate you, that can show you, that can inspire you to go beyond your situation, that will guide you. You feel like you are, you can't see, right? Anything. You don't know what is reality, what is illusion. And so you step into the compassion of the universe, and you understand that all that is left is to soften your heart. Because it's so broken, there's nothing else. You can't be resisting it. If you soften up your heart to more than you, and you offer up this gratitude, then slowly but surely you are guided. The steps you're taking, you're not taking, God is taking for you. Your soul, your higher self, then is starting to show up. And in this way, you can feel like you're sitting on top of the world, right? when that happens, you need to cast your sacred symbols. That means that you start playing with the energies. You start feeling the energies flowing through you and your connection with this higher force of manifestation. Because yes, you're on top of the world, but it's not egoic. It's that you can see through this one eye, this eye of all consciousness, of awareness of this present moment, where you don't exist. Your emotions, your thoughts, nothing, totally, completely nothing exists, not one thought. And in that way, there's freedom, there's liberation. And there's a lightness that starts coming through you. In this way, you need to release and let go. Let go of the you. Let go of the you that is trying so hard. And instead, find balance and equilibrium within you. That means that your emotions, your mind are no longer the focus. You can feel. But at the same time, you are aware that you are just this vibration that dissolves it all at every second. And so you're free. You can think and then it pops out. There's nothing there. The illusion, the reality. We are being confronted with big stuff right now. And now is the time to go towards this unity. You are completely recovering into grace. This is what we mean by this compassion, the grace. Recovering into grace. Becoming graceful. Not talking so much, being more silent. Being more present. Being softer. Softening your heart. And you will feel your heart softening. You know, when there's anger, when there's resentment, when there's anxiety, stress, tension, it's hard. The heart is hard. But when it softens, there's this melting that happens. And you get into your higher purpose. And your higher purpose will be shown to you. Honor the worth. Honor your worth. You have a higher purpose. You're here for a reason. Perhaps you're not seeing it right now, but it's here. And so right now, you're learning to navigate the illusions. The illusions of your mind, the illusions around you, of the world, of what is happening collectively in your personal life. And in all that, learning a lot about love, technologies of love. What is love, Pisces? What is love? In this sense, actually underneath I'm seeing healer. Of course, that isn't in question, but perhaps you know, oh yeah, I'm a healer, I should be a healer, I feel like this is my calling, but how do I do it? Yeah, you don't know, and that's fine. That's fine. Just let yourself be guided. Your purpose is just to live, to continue to live, and to practice this vibration of life, of love, that is bigger than personal. If you go through your life in this way, and through your day in this way, only good will happen, only manifestation, only clarity will come through. And you have divine order here, practice patience, coming back to this patience. And transformation, battle of head versus heart. We are transforming. And the mind is perhaps saying, this should be going quicker. Does that mean that this is not what I should be doing? You know, like all of those doubts that start to creep in. You know, this person not being trustworthy, and then that putting doubt again about, you know, your sense of seeing, you know, of purpose. At the end, it's for us to come back to the one and only, which is this vehicle, which is your vehicle, which is you. And in this way, embracing your magnificence, protecting your boundaries. We have there's only one choice left, is to come back here. And again and again and again, the universe pushes us inside, 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 coming back to the simple here. And learning to play, Pisces. It's not that serious. Learning to get into this gratitude, this lightness. And releasing the past. We have here karmic relationship. Doesn't mean that there is a karmic relationship right now, but perhaps there has been, depending on your situation. But there's a need to release. We had release and let go. All those patterns, all of those emotions, all of those ways of thinking, of trusting or not trusting. At the end of the day, you need to become that rainbow dragon, full of life, full of colors, full of fire, and speaking up your truth, being you. And not in an angry way, just in a calm, tranquil, I'm here, you know? And those two cards came through together, future and tranquility. You are going towards calmer waters. Create a future of serenity. To create that, you need to be that right now. Who will you be in the future? Be that right now. Who you're dreaming of being? Be that right now. Cultivate that frequency. It's just a frequency. Once you become that frequency, you're connected to Source completely and fully and only. Then everything you need perhaps is not too soon. Perhaps everything is here, but you're not seeing it. It's just waiting for you to catch up with it, to see it. Right? So, don't battle. Surrender. In the battle, there's going, fighting. Right now, Mars in retrograde. Let it flow. See what happens. Trust. Fill your heart with happiness. And I know this, we cannot force it. The happiness, the vibration of love comes through naturally once you give up on you. Once that happens, truly, this true surrender, then you will feel naturally this happiness for nothing. Once you are in this vibration, only good, only the right can come to you and will be manifested through you. Trust this higher force. Okay, keep the faith, Pisces. You're recovering. We're all recovering. It's been a tough year. But truly 2023 is showing up as more clarity for sure. More action moving forward. Okay? I love you. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.